Hi everyone, this is my final presentation for 6835 on my project, which is Multimodal Pictionary. And just as an overview, this project is supposed to make online Pictionary more fun, where you play with your remote friends across different places by having drawers be able to use their hands to draw instead of a mouse, and having guessers be able to shout their guesses and use their voice to guess instead of just typing on a keyboard. And in this way we can add some multimodal aspects to the game to make it more fun. So in this short demo, I'll go through a solo run through of the game to just show you all the different tools and things you can do as a drawer. So if you can start, I'll just create a room for myself and I'll start the game since I'm the only one there. First you have to choose a word by swiping left or right. I'll choose bike by drawing. And yeah, start drawing a bike with your finger extended. You can change thickness levels to all the handles there, change color, to maybe draw the pedals and the seat as I do. You can see you can draw with your finger extended, and you can also switch, as I did there, switch the color with your voice, or switch the thickness with your voice command. And I made a mistake there, colored the wheel green, so I undid it with the voice command. And I'm done. Now that you know how the mechanics work, let's see an actual game. First we'll see my dad draw and my brother guess. And keep in mind that they're both on different computers and they're playing remotely but connected together with the game. Let's see how they do.
Car. Dog.
Amazing. Now you'll see round 2 where my brother is drawing and my dad is guessing.
What's this? Yes. Huh? What? Clear. Undo. Clear. That's it? I don't remember. What's the roll of it? Car.
Welcome back. Now let's talk about how the project actually works. On the drawer side of things, I focus on simplicity in the hand gestures that we track with the lead motion sensor, like extending your fingers to draw, or hovering over and grabbing a color or a thickness level to select it. And also the voice commands are simple and intuitive, like saying clear or undo to erase the drawing. And they're also redundant with the hand motions. For example, you can say switch to switch a color to whatever color you want, or you can use your hand gesture to select a color too. So in that way we have redundancy, and so it's easier for the drawers to do things. On the gesture side of things, I focus on simplicity and connectedness. Their job is really simple. It's just like in the real Pictionary game, they use their voice to shout out their guesses, and we'll catch those guesses using the React speech recognition library. But they also feel connected because they're able to see the real-time drawing of the drawers using a library called socket.io that connects the two types of players. And now onto the game. This is the diagram that I showed before, but it's not quite complete because we have to connect the guessers as well. So if we do that, we get a better picture of how the data is flowing between the players. The guessers can see the drawers' real-time drawing and also how many other guessers are correct. And the drawer can see the guesses from the other guessers as they're making them. And these connections are made by the library I mentioned, socket.io, which just flows the data back and forth between the different sockets in this case. In terms of what the system can do well, I think a big part is the multiplayer aspect. It's really fun to play with other people, and the data flow between the drawer and the guesser is really seamless. In terms of what it does badly, I think one of the things is that the guessing uses string-based matching. So it has to exactly match the word that the drawer is guessing. But in a better, maybe future iteration, we'd use maybe distance between words to check if the guesser is nearby. And finally, this system's interesting point of failure is not being able to draw a point or a dot on the canvas. And this happens mostly because when I do the drawing logic, I basically connect pairs of points. So there's not really a concept of a point on the canvas, a single point at least. But also because the pointing gesture that we use for drawing is really hard to do that for a single frame in time. And I'll show that now. So let's make a room, and as you can see, we can try to kind of poke in the air, but it'll be hard. And we can sometimes you get really lucky. Oh, that was a good one. But it takes a lot of time, and so it doesn't really work too well. And yeah, that's the interesting point of failure. Thank you all for watching this presentation, and I'm happy to take any questions you all have.